It's official. It's official. It's the 1st of July, and as weird as the feeling is, it is official that we officially have nothing to worry about for the foreseeable future this next month, other than to feed ourselves and keep Vito alive and have a nice time. 1st of July, the first 6 months of the year are gone, which was a wild, wild ride. This place is magical. It's perfect. We all had the most amazing night's sleep. It's cool. There's aircon. The beds are comfortable. It's just perfect. Perfect, perfect. There is a river down there. We went for a swim in it earlier. There are trees everywhere. There's nature. We're just in this very unique, magical valley. And Michel, the host, he only speaks French, so it's been good for Emily's French and good for my limited French learning. But last night he dropped off some salad, and then 10 minutes later I was going back to thank came back. He's basically upstairs, and we're like, he's up there and we're down here. So we're kind of living, close by, but this is his place, and this is what Airbnb offers. And sometimes, I guess most of the time with Airbnb, you're away from the host. There's a key lock safe, and yeah, you stay. But sometimes you're staying kind of with people in your own space. But sometimes that can work out, and sometimes it can't. We've had experiences now it can't. This guy's great. He's got he's got fruit trees everywhere. He's growing veg all over there. So yesterday, after dropping the salad off, 10 minutes later, he was like, concombre, which is cucumber. Threw one down from the top down into my hands, caught it, of course I did, and we had that for breakfast with peanut butter on toast that we'd bought, because we'd come with some bread. And then this morning, after having the salad and cucumber from him, he gives us a tour of his garden. He gives us courgette flowers and tells us a good thing to do with them, deep frying them in a cheesy thing. He gives us some fresh basil, which we had on some avocado on toast for lunch. He gives us some little peppers, chili peppers that aren't hot but are flavoursome. And yeah, just kept giving us things, and we were just like, this is so nice. And that's what some of the reviews said. And he's just a lovely gentleman. He's 72 years old. He lives here by himself, and he had a lung infection in the winter where he was out of action for 4 months. He's got a big cut down his chest, but he's a really, really nice guy. I invited him for a welcome drink up into his place yesterday. He rocks out. I love it, because we came here and we knocked on the door. We're like, it looks like the place. It is. He didn't answer the door, and then we were like, I unloaded a bit. I was like, this is the place. I checked the pictures, and he just comes out in basically red swimming shorts and Crocs. That's it. I was like, so I thought I'll put on the red shorts today and my Crocs, and we'll just match. I'm not sure Michelle's look, but just really nice. Like, he's built an oven here. There's a river. I think just Toulouse, although it's hot here with the sun, we're in a valley, so just natural clouds everywhere, fruit trees everywhere. He's got all his garden over here, where he's growing everything, which is just really nice. What else did he give us? He gave us some. Well, he just talked to us what he was growing, and yeah, I think I asked him what he did with all the fruit trees, and Emily's been translating, so we've had a bit of a trifecta triangulation translation chat going on. And he just said he gives most of it away, because he's just got so much. So I just think he's a really generous guy. He used to live over that side of the river, and then he built this place by himself. And if you can see, it's built on a bit of a hill, so it's like our bit comes out onto the garden and the grass, but then at the back it's like his. I guess it's halfway, because there are some steps up to his floor, so it's like half. Microphone is on. But yeah, more fruit trees over here. This lovely shaded area here with trees that we've been sitting. And yeah, Emily and I just sat down and had a nice chat. Vita had a sleep for like an hour and a half. There's one little bit of shaded bit around that back of the house that I did it. But yeah, we've cleared out a lot of the van and organised the place. I've been topping up the battery with a solar, and we've brought the fridge freezer in. Yeah, we've got supplies, so we're just settling in today. But it already feels, and it's only like midday, lunchtime. We already feel so different and so relaxed. There's just a lot less to do and think about. Although there's a drop there to the river, which obviously we don't want Vito to go down. There is a grass verge, so if he did drop down, it wouldn't be. I think the grass would catch him before the river. Obviously, we don't want that. But it's just inset the place with stairs outside and things going on was a lot to think about. Being out on the streets was just the tiny streets, the hilly streets, the busyness, the scooters, the motorbikes. That was, you're on alert, so that's taking more energy. The going up and down the stairs, the going toing and fromming the van that was like 5-minute walk away was added stuff, bringing the pram up those 2 flights of stairs. And then Vito just wanting to go back down the stairs as soon as you got the pram and everything in the house. It was a lot of energy. And yeah, the 3 or 4 nights before today, really, Emily's and Vito's sleep, and mine for that matter, because of the heat in that loft without aircon, was dramatically reduced. Like, Vito was not being peeing. He had a good full nappy today. We were not sleeping, and the sleep is just so important. It was affecting energy. It was affecting mood. Everybody woke up in a great mood today. Everybody woke up just like, yeah. Not that it was bad, but it's just like, if you haven't slept, you don't have that energy to actually live in the day, do you? But yeah, the van's here. I just can't believe this month is the month that we thought Set would do, but Set would have never done that. We would have never been able to relax and fully get into it. Look how clear the river is. Yeah, we took Vita down. He wasn't quite psyched to go in the river, but I think he was near. It was just before his nap time. So clear. We're going to heal and rejuvenate here, and for the first time in 6 months officially, plus really, it's 6 months plus, we're going to actually be able to just be and breathe. And that is a real treat, and I'm very grateful. I'm so grateful we found this place. I'm so grateful we didn't go all in on the Toulouse, and as Emily was texting the Toulouse person, I then was doing some searches. I was like, don't put all your eggs in one basket and keep searching. But like, it boggles the mind of the probability. All somebody had to do was book 1 night or 2 nights at this place, and then our search for the whole month, last minute, would not have been here. And he's been hosting for 9 years, nearly 10 years. He's a super host. Everybody loves him, and you can see why. It's not hard to. It's just like, okay, the green, it's hard to even take in. You won't really get the sense of it here, but when you just look at the greenery, it's almost too green. There's too much. It's just incredible. And sunlight coming through plants and greenery changes the electromagnetic spectrum to be more healthy for humans, more healing. So yeah, bring that on, because we need it. But yeah, just very grateful to find the place, very grateful for Michelle. He's already thrown loads of food at us, and there's some markets around. We've got a month. Like, it feels surreal. It feels great now, but it hasn't quite sunk in. But it does just feel so nice that we, for the first time in half a year, with a newborn child or small baby, that we're safe, that we can just actually start to live and think about our future and work and start crafting the future and not just surviving the present and dealing with the past. Like, it's going to be a pivotal turning point, I think. Well, I know, I can just sense it. Like, look around. We're just in a majestic, unique valley with a river running through it that you can swim in, and aircon inside, which I tell you, I've never been a massive fan of aircon, but when you're lying in bed and it's 38 degrees, that goes. It's a little bit hotter than the human health and safety marker for human beings in workplaces. Just more fruit here. It's got peaches, plums, apricots, apples. Yeah, and he's a dude. He's just totally French. Yesterday he was just, after I'd gone to bed, he just came up to me and just started blurting out French, and he's comprende pas? I was like, no. And then we laugh. And then he just starts saying some more French. He's like, comprende pas? No. And then we laugh. But it's been good. I've been learning a lot from this French and the translation with Emily, and I'm really wanting to learn French and master it and then pass it on to Vito as well. So we want him to know English and French and Spanish, become trilingual from growing up, and we're in the right setting, aren't we? How long's that? 10 minutes to 11 minutes. Yeah, well, I could go on, but I could also go and enjoy myself. That's what I'm going to do. All right.